Hello and welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport. The 2024 24 Hours of Le Mans is just around the corner, so let's take a look at all the teams competing and gauge their chances. We have 3 classes at Le Mans instead of just the usual 2, as the LMP2s are joining in for the biggest endurance race of the year. We have 62 cars set to start the race on Saturday afternoon, so let's do a quick preview of the race and maybe even give some predictions for the big race. Of course, in 2023, we had the shock Ferrari win amongst the usual Toyota domination, but things have changed in 2024. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and let's jump into this preview of the 92nd 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's start with the big boys in the hypercar class. Porsche Penske have been the team to beat so far in 2024. Kevin Estre, Andre Lotterer and Laurens Vanthoor are leading the championship after winning in Qatar and finishing second at Spa and Imola. Porsche have made big improvements since 2023 and of course they are the most successful team at Le Mans, so all fingers point to them. 2 other works Porsches and they are also in with a shout, no weak link in any of their lineups. There is also the customer teams. Hertz Jota have had a great start to the year, except the race at Imola, which Callum Ilott won't want to remember. Proton have been fairly mediocre, but they are an experienced team, and Julian Andlauer, Neil Jani and Harry Tinknell are all experienced drivers. They might do well, but they may also be a useful tool for the Works Porsche team if it comes to that. Ferrari are last year's winners. It was a bit of a shock as Toyota's reign of dominance had not quite ended, but they managed to take the biggest win of the year. 2024 has not gone to plan so far. All 3 Ferraris have had their issues and they've only got 1 podium so far this year. You can't count them out, and they were exceptionally quick in qualifying, but a second Le Mans win in a row would still be a shock based on recent results. Toyota as well have had a hard time this year. They have had it so easy for so long, but now the tables have turned and they are having to keep up with their rivals. Qualifying certainly didn't go their way, and the number 7 will start at the back, but even the 8 is right in the middle of the pack. They have winners in both lineups, they have the experience to turn things round, but Toyota enter not as favourites for the first time in a long time. Cadillac have 2 entries plus a Whelen Engineering entry, and they could be the dark horses of 2024. Cadillac have been getting good results both here and in the IMSA. The 2 Cadillac entries have qualified very well, so they definitely have the speed. How that plays out over the 24 hours will remain to be seen, but they have kept up with others very easily in 2024, despite not getting much out of it. They can be considered the cream of the crop. Now what about everyone else? Well, BMW have had an up and down start to life in the World Endurance Championship. After some success in America, even a win, I was expecting a little more from them. Robin Freins, René Rast and Sheldon van der Linde have a couple of top 10s, but the other car has not. Whilst they have been unlucky with disqualifications and crashes, they have at no point shown anything like front-running pace. Sadly, the same goes for Peugeot. They have the second most hypercar experience behind Toyota, and yet they are still one of the slowest teams. The Le Mans circuit should suit them a bit more than others. Peugeot are basically going all in on Le Mans success rather than overall WEC success. Their best finish so far in 2024 is 9th. Anything less than a podium at Le Mans is a complete disaster for them. Alpine, as the other French team as well, have had a slow start to the year, but they are capable and will mop up any places left by the cars ahead hitting trouble. Lamborghini and Isotta Fraschini are kind of in the same boat. Results have been slow to come their way, and they've had more problems than successes. If they get to the end, they've done well. On to LMP2. We have a whole host of the best LMP2 teams from around the world. The likes of Cool Racing and Algarve Pro Racing have been the class of the field in the European Le Mans Series. I always think United Autosports should accomplish more than they actually do, but a win in class at Le Mans would be a big deal for the team. Vector Sport, Inter Europol and AF Corse are always pretty good. Panis, De Coin, Nielsen and DKR are also all very competent teams as well. This should be a really tight fight in this class. Good mix of drivers as well from IndyCar, Formula 2 and 3 refugees, experienced sports car and GT racers, a real talented bunch. The GT class is also stacked with a variety of teams and manufacturers and a whole host of quality drivers. Manfred Porsche have been the pick of the team so far in 2024. Klaus Bachler, Alex Malikin and Joel Sturm have finished on the podium in every race so far, and if they continue that at Le Mans, then the championship will soon be in sight. Team WRT BMW have had a bit of bad luck at Imola and will be looking to get back on track. Proton have 3 Ford Mustangs in the field. They haven't had a finish higher than 8th yet, but Proton will get these cars firing at some point. We're better than Le Mans. AF Corse, Spirit of Race and JMW all have Ferraris entered for a total of 4 296 GT3s. There is a Lamborghini apiece for the Iron Lynx and Iron Dames drivers. United Autosports have 2 McLarens and another for Inception Racing. A Codis ASP team have a couple of Lexus, TF Sport with a couple of awesome Corvettes, and we also have an Aston Martin for D-Station. Such a mixed field, it's really hard to know what will happen. So now for some predictions. This is a really hard race to predict. 24 hours of racing, a field of over 60 cars, chaos and carnage almost guarantees. Not even the best of psychics could predict what will happen in France. Hypercar, it would take a fool to bet against Porsche right now. But luckily, I am a clown, and I think Ferrari will win again. Ferrari haven't had a great season, they need a change of luck, and Le Mans will be the best place for Antonio Falco, Miguel Molina and Nicholas Nielsen to repeat their 2023 success. Penske Porsche will have a disaster, and the highest Porsche will be 5th. The number 7 Toyota will miraculously climb to 2nd place, and one of the Peugeots will complete the podium. I think at least 10 hypercars will fail to make it to the finish of the race. LMP2 is even harder to predict. All in the same cars and very capable. I think the United Autosport of Felipe Albuquerque, Ben Hanley and Ben Keating ahead of one of the cool racing cars, and AO by TF. The GT class, it's hard to look past the pure racing Manfred Porsche, but I think they're going to be in the top 5 but not on the podium. The win will go to a BMW, Augusto Farfus, Sean Galil and Darren Lung, well clear of the rest of their class, but at some point Valentino Rossi will lead his class at Le Mans. I'm also going for a shock result for Lexus, as they managed to get a car in 2nd ahead of one of the Corvettes. So they are my predictions for the 24 hours of Le Mans. Sorry everyone I picked, you now have 0 chance of winning. Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. If you want my predictions for the meagre selection of motorsport on offer this weekend other than Le Mans, Joey Logano for the NASCAR win, Patrick Woods-Toff, Titus Sherlock and Ryan Sheehan will share the wins in Formula Regional America. And Supercars at Darwin, I'll go Will Brown for one and Chaz Mostert for the other. So make sure you subscribe for more motorsport content. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the 24 hours of Le Mans and have a good one.